Hi everyone, this is attorney Lillian and I am here today with your Tuesday tip. If you won the DV lottery for 2024, then listen up because you want to make sure that you actually get the visa. There are 54,800 visas available and there are 143,000 lottery winners. So what does that mean? It means that if you do not get your application in correctly and on time, you may miss out on actually getting a visa or green card. Winning the lottery is only step one, okay? The most important step is actually applying for the visa so that you can get your green card, right? Because what's the point of winning the lottery if you do not get the visa, okay? Your whole purpose is to come to the US. So make sure that you follow these steps and don't miss out on applying for your visa. Now, let's talk about this whole 54,800 visas being available. So each visa category, which DV lottery is its own visa category, has a number of visas available that were assigned by Congress. So each type of visa has its own visa numbers, right? They can only issue 54,800 visas under the DV lottery program for 2024. So if you miss the opportunity to apply for it, it goes away, okay? So there's 143,000 winners out there, okay? 143,000 winners of the lottery and only 54,800 visas available. One, you need to make sure that you go in and check your to check if you won, and then you should be receiving a letter or an email saying what your number is. Okay, so if you see a case number, usually it's the last few numbers after the 000. That's what you need to pay attention to because that's what's going to tell you when you can actually put in your application. Because guess what? Just because you won, just because you can start, DV lottery winners for 2024 can start applying for the visas next month may not mean that you specifically, that one, can apply, right? So the way it works is depending on the continent or the country, sometimes it's broken down by country. They give a number. If you are in the US and your number comes up, you can go ahead and apply for a green card in the US if you are in valid status. So that means if you are here on a student visa, if you are here, on the B1, B2 visa, when your number comes up, you can go ahead and apply for the lottery because you are in valid status. If you're out of status, that's a different situation. But if you're in valid status in the US and your number comes up, you can apply for a green card. So that's the I-485 right here in the US. Okay, if you are outside of the US, once your number comes up, you need to start the DS-260 process. Okay, but just keep in mind, you need to be prepared. Okay, you have to pay for the visa application. Whether you're inside or outside of the US, you have to pay for the visa. So make sure you have your money ready to go. If you're bringing your family, make sure everyone has their passports. Make sure everyone has their passports. Make sure you have all your supporting documents. So let's say, for example, you're applying with your child. So you won the lottery, you want your child to come with you. Make sure you have your child's birth certificate ready to go. Make sure you have their passports ready to go. This is the most expensive part of the DV lottery process because guess what? The entering the lottery is free. Winning is free. But the visa application to actually then come to the US, that's not free. So if you don't already have a passport and you are a winner for DV 2024, go get your passport. Okay, because once your number comes up, you want to start moving. You don't want to wait, because waiting means you may be out of luck. All right. So remember, again, there's 54,800 visas available and 143,000 winners. So you want to make sure that as soon as your number comes up, you are ready to file. Okay. Also, not only is there a visa limit, there's also a time limit. You have until September 2024 to get your visa or your green card. All right. So not only do you have to wait for your number to come up, not only is there a limited amount of visas available and a lot of winners, you also have to make sure that you get an interview at your embassy or USCIS office, and you get your visa approved before September 30th, 2024. So that's why I say, once you win, once you know that your number is up, you need to be ready to go immediately. For my clients that are in the US that are wanting to do the green card application in the US because they're in valid status, we start, right? We start the process of the forms, the documents, everything ready to go, so that once their number comes up, we're sending in their application immediately. There's no delay. So this last cycle, we had everything ready to go. So the day their number came up, on that first day of the month, it was already sent out, because we want to make sure that they do not miss their opportunity to have their visa approved, to have their green card in hand. All right. That's one of the reasons people get denied, is that they get to the interview and they never disclose that they had a wife and kids. They entered the lottery on their own. They didn't include their spouse. They didn't include their children. And then they get to the interview. Now they're including their, spouse and children. You are automatically disqualified from getting a visa. So if you lied, right? If you lied at any point in the process, when you filed to enter the lottery, when you filed to get the visa, you are automatically disqualified. For the visa lottery, you do not need a sponsor. Let me make that clear as well. So the DV lottery is one of the only types of visas where you do not need a sponsor in order to actually get the visa and come to the US. So do not freak out if you think you need a sponsor. You don't. Okay, you just need to meet all the other requirements. But as far as a sponsor, those are typically for family-based visas, not really for DV lottery. Okay, so that is your tip for today. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. And if you like this video, go ahead and share it. If you know someone who needs to hear this, go ahead and share the video with them. If you like what I'm talking about, like the video. And if you're watching in a place that you can subscribe and you do not want to miss any of my uploads, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And I am Lillian Chukura. I am the lawyer and owner of Lillylegal, where we help our clients get status for themselves and for their family using the U.S. immigration law system. Thank you. Bye.